Lone Syndicate says late. Yeah, barely. You bastard. I had to run up and get water. I realized my thing was empty, and I'm like, uh-oh, what if I get thirsty in the middle of the street? How could you think I was intentionally trying to be a minute, literally minute late? Do this. It's not good enough. I want a nice intro because it might be hanging up for a little bit until we're ready to make it all happen. There we go. That could be better. Yeah, and then we're ready to rip this. We should go up a little more. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're here. We're streaming. Oh, by the way, I thought we'd maybe do what is it called? the thing. I thought we would do Cult of Lamb, but I want to play some Tower Fantasy today. So I said, you know what? We can play some Tower Fantasy today. We have a lot to do. We have Void Rift reset. I don't know if Fortress Clash did, but yeah, things. Also, we have to kill the world bosses or the bosses that are made of flesh or whatever. It's the most important thing probably to do today. That iced coffee is delicious, but unfortunately does break my fast. I can actually, because I'm fasting, since you guys last seen me, I'm starting to understand the feeling of when carbs enter your stomach and your body is like, oh my god, food, or whatever, kind of, you know. Although, doesn't this not look peaceful as hell? Whew. Lone Syndicate says my tablet is charged, so no tower. Oh, my tablet is charging, so no tower. Gotcha. Lone Syndicate says late, but hello. I was late by 1 minute. 1 minute. Bodhi says hello. What's good, Bodhi? What's good, Red? At least for now. Gotcha. I'm in Cyberpunk right now. Oh, you got back in too? Man, that's one of those games that to me I think would be such a fun time. Especially when, I don't know, because, it definitely gonna be a fun time, but I think, again, I don't know if, it's a big if the modding community has really popped off on it. I think to some extent they have. I don't know if we're ever gonna see those things, like a crazy, ravenous modding community, the likes of, which exists in Fallout, you know? I don't know if we'll ever see that in other games. I'd hope so, but who knows? Also, it's not that, there's not great mods there, it's just that to the extent in which there's whole ass quest lines that are voiced, companions that are voiced, new weapons that are absolutely better, 100% better than what developers made, essentially, Lone Syndicate says that means 1 minute less of a stream. I mean, we could go 1 minute over. We go. Also, yeah, bullshit. We always do 7:10 or something. We don't. It's been a hot minute since your boy's been like, oh, finally it's 7. Goodbye, and then I leave. Probably been 2 years. All right. But yes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I do love this very peaceful atmosphere, actually, before we start this. Let me see really quick. I want to do some wishes because I feel like we're just wasting time on the wishes type thing because we might get something good, essentially. I do believe we have enough to guarantee ourselves a character. I could wait for tomorrow because tomorrow there ain't fucking anything happening. So I can leave it I could put in the title, hey, we're wishing, because now there's something. We got the boss reset for a housing thing. I can make a thumbnail about that. But tomorrow I can say, we're wishing. So let's do that. Anyways, but before we do that, let's quickly go burn. I think I'm capped out on my resin barely, just barely. Or I happened before I started the stream. I was one tick off. So let's do it. What is it today for level 7? Let's try this. This could go horribly wrong. For whatever reason, well, this one is awesome. Is it this one? No, it's this one. I think. Yeah. This one is amazing. You can do this one at the maximum possible tier. Because the ads outside of the door that you need to kill are all guppies, and you can just murder them and then cash in your thing, leave, murder they're basically farming the first chest. But some of the other ones, maybe this one, have an ungodly difficult beginning. To where there's enemies with shields and shit, and it's just a mess. I just go by myself because I don't want to be that guy who joins, gets a chest, and then dips. Although most people do that, so yeah. I might just have to become that enemy for a little bit until I can get them. They get that armor. Lone Syndicate says, Bolty says, good. Yeah, how you feeling, by the way, Bolty? Good news. Next banner is probably Ruby. Ruby? Oh. I mean, I also want Ruby, but... Alright. No, that's good. That's a good thing. I thought we would get sexy mama waifu Cobalt B first, and then get cool aesthetic demon child thing. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. I just hope I have enough wishes. Because they might go... I thought for sure it would have been Cobalt B. Really? What the fuck? What's the... Oh, so I didn't plug in my fucking thing. I didn't plug in my, my thing that lets me use my controller. Are you sure? What info is you having, Bolty? We trust you. Honestly, you've been right about 99% of everything. So, we trust. But what info is saying this? Is it like... Oh, I thought people were saying that, like, halfway through Claudia's banner, boom, we're gonna get Cobalt B for 2 weeks or something. And then maybe... I know maybe the reason why you're saying that is because I think... There's a character, we're getting like a new area, I think, pretty soon here, like another new area, I think, and I could think that maybe Ruby is intrinsically embedded in that area, therefore maybe that's why she's also a part of it. I don't know. But Bodhi says, wait, I'll help you. Oh, you want to come and help me? Okay, let me see if we can I can do this one real quick. If not, then we need the help. Because, yeah. Whoa, what? Yeah, we're going to need the help. We're going to need the help. This is not even like an artifact set that I need. It's the armor, though. It's the big pooba. Yeah, I could use some help. Just spamming that first door. Lone Syndicate says, wishes. You trying to give me the wish? Tomorrow we'll wish. I'll wish, and I'll spend my matrix little points that I collected. We're good to go. Where the fuck am I doing? What is this? Oh, I wanted to invite Bolty. Friends. Crow keeps messaging me like a weirdo. Blue. Wait, Ruby? Says Lone Syndicate. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm game. I want Ruby. Ruby's awesome, but also, well, no, Ruby's a DPS too, so I would still get my DPS fix. Honestly, dude, if we could get Ruby and we could get Cobalt B real quick together, oh boy. As much as I do want Lyra I think is like the coolest aesthetic looking character in the entirety of the game, but she's a support, so it's like, ain't sorry, Lyra, but you know, we're hungry out here. We're trying to get some damage happening, alright? Buddy says, I'm going from leaks and CN Vera launch. 2.0 updates. Ruby was the first banner, so it's probably right. Let's matchmake? But then we gotta leave. Maybe not. Maybe you're saying we could push through. I'm gonna be but the reason why I like doing I only want to do the first bit because I'm so behind. You know? So others can join too. I know, but then I feel so bad because I can't do it. I'm not like only the first one I can make a dent in. You know what I mean? Especially this one sucks as a boss. If it was just ads, I was able to do the tier 7 ads that were just trash, and even the ads took a long time to whittle down. But yeah. But it's nice then that like the main, biggest, best possible thing that you could get from completing the challenge is actually pretty chill to do. You know, you can do it by yourself, just the first chest, because it's literally like to kill 2 enemies and then like go up the elevator or open the elevator, and you're ready to rip. Ruby was the first banner, so it's probably right. So do you think they're just baiting out Cobalt B then, because they know people are gonna go for her because of her design and whatnot, as well as her just general like AOE madness? You know what I mean? Maybe. I mean, I was just hearing a lot of people say, no, this is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be Cobalt B. But that'd be interesting if they throw that in the loop. I wonder where they would put Cobalt B then. Because Cobalt B was supposed to be out near when Claudia happened, so maybe they're just spamming the shit out of so many things. So like there's so many things about to happen. Also, we match made, but where are our people? What happened to the people who were here with us just a minute ago? Or I thought we loaded in with them. Oh, they are. It's just taking millennia. Weird. Bad connections, maybe. Or they're like, yeah, no, you're level 2. Stop it. Also, surprisingly, not dead yet. I thought I'd be dead immediately. Okay. No, that did a lot. Well, yeah, I'm surprised. I thought this would be significantly less. Well, I guess they didn't do as much damage, but they still hurt. They still, what do you call it? It's tanky. Also, I should use this. Oh, thank God that auto locked onto him. Jesus. Also, I see your comment right. I can't read it just yet. I want to, but give me but a moment. Whew. And then this. And then this. And then just hit him from a distance. This, spam this. And sometimes your weapon just misses. Like it's like digging into the ground like fucking 6 meters. Oh God. It hurts. Everything hurts. I can heal you maybe a little bit, Bolty, maybe. Nope. I thought that might do it. It did not. Clean dodge, my friend. Clean dodge. What's good? Do you sew your mouth shut? That reminds me of that amazing Halloween movie called, I don't know what it's called, just something. it's like they're making a sequel of it. What is it called? Hocus Pocus. There we go. Hocus Pocus. I like that they got back the old grannies, etc. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I always worry because I don't know. So many things take something that was very iconic and wholesome and classic in the past, but then they ultimately make it like it's like I just think of like, you know, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Netflix just fucking shit on that whole show, at least to me. Made it's like, why don't you give us? It's a completely different from the original. Just make a different thing, you know. Anyway, sorry, forgive me. Also, just sounds like I'm moaning, which is not great, but is what it is. Hopefully, have a lovely day. Go with this. Ooh, I just got lit up. This. Oh, I got tagged again. Our Bolty will heal us both a little bit. But he keeps charging you, so a little rough. Also, maybe we should just do the second to hardest one. That way we can like make a thing of it. This can go at least somewhat quick. Oh, thank you so much. You said, man, love you, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support and the sweetness and the kindness. This. And then we'll do this. Back up. So we get lit up. Also, sorry, Bolty, from fucking up your path and your like range or your hitting, etc. All that. Oh, wow. I didn't really. Yep. I just kind of took that on the chin. Let me walk out of it, Bolty. Thank you. That's still not up, is it? Why did it take away? There we go. Nope. Lock on. Lock on. Geez, sometimes that thing is terrible. Do this. We're halfway there, Bolty. It's only been what seems like forever, but we're doing it together. Also, I think I should just stop trying to shield break. I feel like I'm much better just hitting him because everyone has a better shield break weapon than Merle's, so yes. Although I guess it doesn't take a long time to just do this. There we go. We'll also do this. Fuck that. Oh, you started playing Agents of Mayhem again, Red. Interesting. That game to me was always, it it was fun, but it just felt like it was missing so much, especially like if you were conditioned to really enjoy the Saints Row feel of like there being actually like a pretty crazy amount of content. To me, it was like, well, sorry to feel this way, but it feels like it's not enough. You know what I mean? Although I did like the different characters and then like leveling them up and getting their new outfits and everything like that. It was satisfying, but I just didn't feel like it was. I think people were like, this is ultimately less than Saints Row was, you know. But also I think a lot of people like the madness of that game. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's do this. Oh, I'm right in the last range. Why does that first one miss sometimes? Also, we got kids hanging out. Oh god, in the yard. Oh, we're almost there. Oh shit, shit. Ooh, stop. Jeez. Oh, I didn't know you could stagger them in that. Oh, I zapped him. That's what happened. We're almost there. We probably should maybe not do this today, because honestly, I don't even think I need the shoes or boots. But you know, yeah. Also, yee. Heal. Why didn't I heal? What happened? That was bullshit. We should have definitely healed. Nice dodge. This. Also, I forgot the whole time I could be using my actual gadgets. Unfortunate. God damn you. Please don't focus on me. Ooh, I might get dropped. Oh, Bolty, please survive. Oh, nice. Oh, something happened. He died somehow. Well done. All right. Yee. I want to just quickly scan the beginning part to see. I don't think it's easier. I think it's harder. All right. So by the way, Red says, yeah, I think we should just be like, you know what? We did good, because these things, there's a lot of them. I'm not sure. Maybe we have enough AoE. Probably not, but maybe. Saints Row 2. So I can try playing. Saints Row 2 crashed too much, and I realized that your video for the chest farm at Cargo Crate District is your first video I've watched of you. On Agents of Mayhem? Is like that? Is that what you mean? Because I don't remember. I have no idea how many videos. I've made, I think, beyond 3,000 videos at this point on YouTube. I have no idea, any sort of understanding of any of them. Yeah. I was on that daily grind for a while. So I assume it's I made a farm video for Agents of Mayhem? I think so. Interesting, though. But yeah. Yeah, no, for weird reason, I know no one, actually it kind of makes sense. For whatever reason, I think Saints Row is a very beloved game, but nobody made videos of it. And the people that did pretty well, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, because I remember the same thing. I made a video about like how to get weapons or something, or how to farm money without like using cheats, essentially. Because there was achievements attached to getting money authentically, and also it was just like one of those things where you can invest a stockhold of money to then just pay you back in the future as you grind the game. And I remember that was one of my first videos, monotone as hell, not very good editing, but ultimately it did really well too to this day. Well, it's actually you've made closer to 4.8 videos, 4,000 and almost 5,000 videos. Yeah, it's sad. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, thank you for clarifying. I appreciate the understanding and dedication. That's wild, man. How do you know that? Can you see that somewhere? Jesus. But also, yeah, I mean, I've been on YouTube for, what is it, like almost 10 years now, or almost 9 years now. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. Now should we leave Bolty? Because I'm not sure about this boss situation. Says, man, it's really nice to just take my mind off of the world, even just for a second. Government is killing people right now, and I know, I see, man. It's just, whew. Thanks for being here. I don't know what to do. Sorry, man. No, it's okay, man. I can't. This whole year has been just seemingly an absolute mess. Like it's everything all at once, and it doesn't let up. It seems like at all. Just. I don't know, man. It sucks because I don't know what to say. I don't think anybody knows what to say, really. You just feel kind of powerless, and it all just kind of seems like. And again, I've talked to you guys about this ad nauseum, to get too honest and too real, too much right now. But it just feels like, I don't know, powerless. Basically, best way I could describe it. Like there's so much infrastructure and systems around us that largely feel like basically it's impossible to make it feel like you can cover ground, you know what I mean, or make a difference or change, which of course is probably the absolute opposite mindset that can ever change or help the world, but yes, still terrifying. Yeah, and again, it's just like, it's another thing. The pandemic, man, just it brought with it like a fucking, yeah, if there's ever like a person who's like an Aztec person who's like said, hey, as soon as after this point, it's gonna get real bad all over the world all the time, and it's not gonna let up at all. Yeah, we should look into that, because yeah, oh, I may be dead. Sorry, Bolty, I got clipped, buddy. Ooh, don't be in the death. Thank you for helping me. I'm not worthy. But yeah, what do you call it? Russia's doubling down and shit, some more blood and death, and then we got Middle East crazy, horrible things happening as well. Fuck me. And then like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, oh shit. It just seems like, let's play video games and forget about the pain for a little bit. Okay. I ran out of stamina dodges. Alright, do this real quick. Do this. Ooh. Oh! Okay, jeez Louise, that's just so much damage. I just want to switch to weapon, but okay. I think I'd learn at this point that that's not how that works, or I'd like keep an eye on my charges. No, my boy. It has been rough. It has been real rough. But Bolty doing like, what is it, 18 million? Wild. I got 2 of my resin burnt. We killed it. Brett says, I'm enjoying it a lot, honestly. At least it ran better than and does not crash compared to Saints Row 2. Easily 100 FPS, and I'm lucky to get 45 to 60 and Saints Row. Yeah, you know, I think Agents of Mayhem is still a fun game. That's one thing that I was trying to. I think I even talked about when I talked about like the review of the game, essentially when I made it. I think I made it something like that. But like, as far as a game goes, it's still worth. Like, I don't feel like I regretted spending money on the experience. I just feel like, as a Saints Row fan and as a Volition fan, it did feel like, would this have been something I would have wanted in spite of the formula that I have grown to love in Saints Rows? No, but it's still a good game, essentially. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to describe. It's like, it's a good game, but it's not what I'm used to, because I really loved the type of game that they used to make, you know, and they didn't really add mechanics and systems that outweighed the events, the money income, the level up your character and stuff like that, but still a good game. Hard to kind of, yeah. But he says, nah, I can't do it. Also, says, don't worry, man, you're fine, you're doing too much already, it's nice to be with, yeah, man, I hope I can see more. They've been nothing but lovely since I've seen you just now. Elizabeth says, actually, for that much videos, dang, almost 5,000 videos. Yeah, man. Now, granted, a lot of those videos were aimless. Well, I shouldn't say aimless. I was always trying to be helpful and make people laugh, but I will say it wasn't really, again, I would probably spread myself in every other direction, and it probably cannibalized the system itself against giving those to people, as well as I wasn't very entertaining, especially back then. Arguably weird right now. But anyways, what's good, Max? Max says hello. Hopefully have a lovely day, Max. Good to see you again, buddy. Let's see. It says, when you look up a channel, it says the subs and view count. Whew, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, I guess it does. Yeah, when you look at the channel, it says specifically like the subs, and then it says how many videos uploaded. Wild. Good news, my tablet is at 6%. from being fully charged. I was about to say, Lone Say, you don't have like a desk where you hang out and you like plug that tablet in and you draw in? Cause yeah, I feel like, can you not plug it in and work on it? Not to say that, not that, like, yeah, don't feel like obligated to come play with us, but I'm just saying, like, to me, I like, for my iPad or whatever, I have it right here as a button to press around and change scenes. Yes, that's to me like the whole thing. Where like I need it almost to like shift around and engage things, or like I keep it charged all the time. Sorry, my brain went to a different thing. I use it to shift around and change things. Oh, got boots from the first. Oh, nice. I don't know what I got. I don't think I got too many good things. Let's see. Equipment. I got nothing actually. Wow. I got boots, purple boots. Disgusting. Disgusting. But I want to do it again, Bulty. If not, I understand too. I can always. Well, actually, I'm not sure if this is a really good. Well, I guess you always need armor. There's always a better piece of armor out there. So yes. And maybe it would have won a lot faster if we would have been match made and it wouldn't have been a shit time. You know what I mean? Let's just run. Match make. Let's see. Buddy says, got boots from the first chest. Also, Bote, I was going to say, also, who everyone here, is anyone going to go for Ruby if Bote's correct in that she might be the next character coming down the pipeline instead of Cobalt B? Do you think, would you guys be wishing for Ruby? Fuck. Red says, wait, I need the bell. Red, we gotta be faster on the draw there. I would even look at the bottom of the chat before you're loading in. We'll probably do it twice, so probably be good to go one more time. Just make sure you use one of your tickets. Tickets to give you a better drop chance. Skip a Ruby. She's kind of really? Like meh in terms of not your thing, or like absolute, like what do you call it? Not powerful, because she to me seems like one of the strongest characters in the game. Even just her like dodge hit, summons a bunny that just does stupid AOE, or sorry, CC, like sucks in everyone, kind of like Venti, except every couple seconds you can activate a drag. Also, if you're doing any range damage, you can constantly keep pulling enemies away from you, which is insane. Also, her charge attack is just like a high percussion impact. I do also believe she has some shatter. So for the instance of fighting the dragon that we'd already did, I made a video about today talking about how to basically like if just today's talking about the new boss and whatnot, but what do you call it, in that video, I made the point where like they gave us a boss in which we can't actually deal damage to, or can't shield break, sorry, and he puts a shield on in air, so there's no ranged shield break character in the game, so therefore he's frustrating. I do believe what's her name, even if it's not like a shield break character, I think she can still do pretty decent range damage for a single target. And if Cobalt B is like the king of AoE range for fire, then I think that's the equilibrium between with Ruby, is that she's the single target DPS person, which makes sense also because, but also if you think about it, Ruby and Cobalt B just make so much sense. By the way, it's totally okay that you want to get her red, but Ruby and Cobalt B make so much sense because Ruby groups people like on top of each other with her little bunny, and also can just quickly have an ult that expends a huge charge. And then Cobalt B, who's like the king of AoE and just a bunch of barrage of splash damage, that could be the thing that like you switch to really quick and then just unleash Cobalt B and are able to double hit or do double damage to all the enemies within your AoE. So I think it just kind of makes some sense and works in a nice way. But yeah. Also, man, you never played Layers of Fear? And you never thought, hey, not Layers of Fear, sorry. What do we call it? Fear. It's called Fear. First Recon, something. But yeah, she reminds me of that, except, oh man, I don't even know. Does Ruby have another skin that's like that? That makes her look grudge-like and shit? She's like an experiment. Gameplay wise, she's just not your thing. Really? I guess that makes sense. Yeah. She's not quite as flashy. She is like a kid who basically just has like a little AI Wally robot snake thing that just murders everything for her. So I kind of get it. Also, I don't know if like where is the snake coming from as well. You know. Ugh. But yeah, I played Fear, barely remember it. It's really, I always loved the slow time dilation. Also, to me, it was the perfect part of like horror games where it wasn't actually scary, but it was kind of fucking awesome and wild. Especially Fear 2 or 3, I think it was 2, where you play like a soldier who's what do you call it? Basically, oh, I might die from this. Oh God. Oh god, no. Oh no. Buddy, please. Buddy, please. Thank you. But yeah, like you had this like demon witch basically protecting you and just eviscerating people for you, and I was like, this is kind of iconic. This is a whole ass thing, you know what I mean? I liked it a lot. But actually, well, yeah. I also, with that being said though, you guys know me. I don't play scary games, so I watch Let's Plays of it, and I got and consumed it through that way. But that slow down time, just get headshots, and it seemed so satisfying. I couldn't do it because I'm a baby. I can't handle this terrifying, scary weirdness. But I always was like, this is cool. Also, maybe it would have been more scary if I was playing myself. So maybe the Let's Play give you a layer of resistance to where you can actually enjoy it, you know? Oof. Ooh, we got a matrice. Man, matrices are like such a small drop chance. It's wild. Red says, invite me when y'all are done. Yeah. Also, I'm trying not to work or play on it when it's charging. Why? What's the, is it like bad for it or something? Interesting. I would have thought you could be able to, like, especially with an iPad, you can just run that thing ragged. I don't like, interesting. Maybe there's some sort of weird thing in the, people are like, hey, don't get too crazy with it because it could hurt or something like that. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit close. Maybe I should have waited until they put up some crazy shit. What if they put up armor? I'm like, oh, maybe I should have waited my shield break for that. Also, I could do this. Boom. Okay, that didn't actually do the things. All right, well, shit. Ooh, you run even food buffs? Boldy came strapped. Absolutely just juiced. Also, Boldy, how you feeling, by the way? I know yesterday, last time we streamed, you said you were feeling a little sickly. Are you sore? Because usually it's the third day that's the worst for soreness. Max says, I need a belt as well with well red. It's just last gold piece. I need, oh, perfect. Yeah, you can join too, actually. Absolutely. Bolty might be the one that's carrying us. But yeah, at least we can do the first one. I think with 3 people, it's actually surprising because even if it just gives, like, it takes aggro off of the person that's able to heavy hit, it's kind of nice. Nosika says, I would like Ruby Grin, but trying not to spend more than I should. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you already went in deep for Frigg, so you're not like me who has a little bit cooking, just a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. But yes, also it could get bad. I didn't mention it could get real bad real fast. So yeah. But man, that would be a very depressing time to basically go for Ruby and then to have like the painful realization of like, oh, I don't have enough for Cobalt B, or for one of them to like just refuse to come home, and it's just like, oh, what? Not like this. My money, oh God. But it says 0 gold gear is lower CS than 4 purple gear. But I was gonna ask you guys this. One thing I don't know about that, Red, is like gold gear. That's, how do I put it? Gold gear, which I also, sorry, I see what you're saying. Sorry, it took me a while for it to click. But yeah. So also, I don't know why people would level up purple gear. Yeah, like to me, I think that, well, maybe I think that it seems like there's 2 options you can do. You can either level up the 2 or 3 pieces of purple gear that you have to a high amount, to then give you strength, or you can just wait, be patient, and do your weekly rotations and hopefully get lucky in getting a purple armor piece in every slot, and then that can give you enough power to do the gold, and then you'll be ready to rip. But I was basically wondering, is there any sort of like, and me who has a full, almost a full loadout of gold, am I gonna basically grow out of that? Is that the way I want to say that? or can I get a better piece of gold gear as a person who has all of the gold gear outside of random stats? I know random stats can give you an advantage, but I don't know if there's like, in Destiny, there was something called power score, or light level, sorry. And every single like legendary that you would get past that, even if it was exotic, would have a better light stat on it. So then you're always like looking for more gear until you reach the max level cap and stuff like that. I don't think that's how it works. I think as soon as you get gold gear, you're just waiting basically for the best of the best. I think. Also, it's crazy that this is moving faster than some of the not moving faster, so that's the wrong way to say it. Yeah, it's hard to describe. Basically, when I'm doing lower tier events, I find it's harder to find people who are even remotely interested in playing the game than doing these ones. Like, I feel like yeah, I guess it makes sense if people are like, everyone's progressively moving up the ladder, so that if you're lower on the ladder, you're just gonna have less people to play with. So that makes sense, I guess. But yeah. Says, what is the next Let It Die? When is the next Let It Die stream? Man, it's not gonna be the next Let It Die stream. It's gonna be the next Deathverse stream. But the thing is, I was thinking about this. I still want to make some Deathverse videos for you guys, but I don't want to buy or like load up my PC or I don't want to load up my PS4 and let it rip. I might if we're already gonna load it up and get everything synced up for God of War, which is gonna be already kind of awkward and weird. Because we're gonna, as soon as God of War is out, we're gonna do like a week of just grinding God of War eventually. So maybe then, but there will be Let It Die content. But I was hoping is for some of the people who are playing Deathverse pretty crazily, if you guys sent me gameplay, I could make a video update on like the state of Deathverse, etc., and show people like strats and etc. Because it'd be cool to kind of leverage the community's gameplay as well as because I don't really want to invest in the PS4 thing if I know I'm going to get it on console or get it on PC. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'd rather wait until I get it on PC and then go about it that way. But I also know that people want to see what's up when it's happening. So yeah, I got the belt. Let's go. Max says, oh yeah, what website did you use? It's in the description of every video, Max. If you go to the description of the last two videos, it says Tower Fantasy Info, and it basically takes you to like the main hub of what the community is using for all stats on characters, matrices, things like that. Yeah, so just go to our Brothers GRINN channel. If you haven't, you can go to the description of this stream, and it'll take you to the Brothers GRINN channel, and it will be in that video. Oh yeah, you've seen that video, so that's why you know that. But yeah, it's in the description of that video called Tower Fantasy Info, and it'll take you to that Wikipedia-like page. But yes, let me invite Max and Red, friends. Is Goblin Gamer, I believe, is Max, I think, and then Red is Kyria. Do we have a full team? I should also make sure to use, for the love of God, people, use one of your special tickets. But I'm only gonna be able to spend one thing, but we can do it 2 more times at max. It says the respawn timer for the island mini boss sucks. Ew, it's worse, dude. It's the worst. It's so frustrating to see you. I guess it makes sense though. As much as it's frustrating, I get what the designers are doing. They're basically like, well, wait, what's the issue with Artificial Island and its resources and like your gains? What do you call it? Basically, you have to make a choice between either upgrading your things or buying stuff from the shop. And they're like, oh, well, what if we fixed that and gave people or empowered people to basically level up some of your things, but you'll always have a dump of resource of the base resources, you know, paint and metals and stuff, so you can buy some of the shop and not feel conflicted. So I get what they're doing. They're trying to seem almost like well, we accounted for this mental issue and this frustration point. We can fix it by doing that, you know. So yeah. Max said, "I'm going to be a bit." All right, Max. We'll see. I might we might It might take time to jump back in, but yes, I'm not gonna promise anything actually, Max. Hopefully you can get in here eventually, and I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to do this because I still need to do my boss farming in my house, and I still have to do my dailies and such. So we're a little bit behind as me. So yes, but there's always next stream, by the way. So yeah. Although I guess today is the belt. If that's what you're looking after, it's gonna be a little rough. But yeah. Go. Insufficient vitality. It's fine. Match make sure we'll get 2 people in here. Red says the respawn time for the island sucks. Yes, it is. Grin, you gonna be streaming Genshin update next week? I don't know, Max. I don't know. I didn't really stream the other one, so I don't know. Oh, I did, I guess, a little bit, but I haven't progressed in Genshin at all, man. I don't know. I don't hate Genshin, to be clear. To me, I feel like if I do Genshin, then I'm kind of spreading myself thin in a weird way. You know what I mean? Also, did I fuck up? Continue. Matchmake. Oh, I see how this happened. Oh, okay, you're ready to rip now, Max? Was only able to get my building to level 3 and level 4 from the department station. Yeah. That's the baseline of the first one. Everyone was able to get their buildings to level 3, and then 1 tier above their upgrade of their blueprint thing, of their building block. But I don't know if that's for everyone. I don't know if that's going to be for this week too. I don't know if it's going to constantly keep the theme of like you're going to be 1 step above your building blocks, I guess. But I mean, granted that if you're always behind, is it really worth doing that, or is it better off just picking the one resource that looks pretty good? Also, maybe that was what happened. I think I might have didn't actually green light the good one. Oh, I see, Max. Yeah, Max. I would have waited if I would have known that. When you said wait, I was just like, is this like, oh, I'll load up the game eventually? So I was like, I don't want to wait for 10 minutes. What if you're in the bathroom for 2 minutes? I'd be like, oh yeah, we'll wait. No, you do whatever you gotta do, you know. Lack of information, couldn't make a proper judgment call. Yeah, Max, you could have definitely said, I'm in the bathroom, can you give me like a minute? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. I thought the way I read the first text was, I'll be a little bit. I thought that was like, well, you guys go do a couple, and then I'll then take care of me after it. I'm like, I got a lot to do. I can't take care of anybody after this. But yeah. Lone Singer says, I started Genshin event. Turns out you don't even complete. You don't have to complete the event for Kali. You just start it and you get her. Okay, then maybe we will do one stream with that. That could be fun, just to get, because yeah, I haven't done any of the new previous events. That's also my worries, that we basically kill so much time before we are able to actually do anything. But yeah, it could be fun for one stream. But man, I don't know. We'll see. I think, well, actually, that may work. Who's the first banner character who we're gonna get access to? Do you guys know? Is it the wolf guy? Is he like the first character that we're gonna be able to test for when the new event or the new thing drops? Because if he is, then I might have to play test him and see how good he is. Although, man, I don't. If I like him a lot, then that's just gonna suck. I was already feeling like, especially when I was reading the book and stuff like a couple weeks back. Maybe less than that. I felt super spread thin when I was doing that, and I felt kind of bad because I wasn't able to actually be a good part of the community. I wasn't able to like make good videos, I don't think, because I wasn't able to understand what the community is even enjoying right now in Tower Fantasy. And only now am I like starting to get my foot in the door. Like, I already made yesterday's video, so I'm good in that way. So I'm like, oh, thank God. These last couple weeks have been like very like it's taken me 3 days to make one video because I'm doing so many other things in between. You know what I mean? So it's nice to get back to business, I guess. Ooh, I don't know. Do not know what happened there. Thanks, Goblin. Oh, never mind. Thank you. I was like, oh, that's happened to me too. Sometimes you go to revive someone and then you attack. And you're like, God damn it. Says, man, it's too late for me. 3 a.m. I'm sorry. I want to stay up, but my eyes are just. Absolutely no. Go to sleep, man. Absolutely. That's one thing I'm always annoyed by. I think we probably need to stream, or get to the point where we can stream at multiple times in the day. Like maybe on some days we'll go stream at like 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. Sorry, because it can get a little brutal. And I appreciate everyone who sticks around through 2 a.m. and whatnot, because I don't want you guys to have to go through that. It's funny because again, the streams get like viewership, but I'm like, oh, I guess some people don't show up, but no, it's like there's time zone shittery that can't make it so people can't come here, unfortunately. But I appreciate you being here. Have a lovely sleep. – 1 a.m. stream, imagine. I would hate that. I am not like actually I think it'd be fine. Never mind. Yeah, I'm pretty much a night person, so I'd be pretty fine with it. But yeah, I don't know if it'd be good. Like I don't know if I'd be like excited to be awake at 1 a.m. I just think I'd be like able to make thoughts happen. Not good thoughts, not like clean, insightful or whatever thoughts, but thoughts. I see Red's a change weapon. Gotcha. Oh, my stomach's growling. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, holy moly, Bolty will appreciate. Maybe Bolty will understand this as well. But so there's a lot of like weird training things that you can do for your heart to like increase your overall health and just energy reserve and etc. And I talked to you guys about it. It's kind of like VO2 max stuff is what it's called. But one of the things that you can do to have a good VO2 max is essentially do 30-minute sets at zone 2, which is about 60% of your heart rate. So not very hard at all, just like a light cardio essentially, like a light run, not to where you're gasping for air. So I think it's at 60% of your heart rate if you want to stay in that zone. But once a week, you're supposed to go to basically almost all of your heart rate, if not all of it, but close to like a huge portion of your heart rate. So you're both supposed to get to zone 5, which is, I think, 90% of your heart rate, and then you're not supposed to go to 100 because your heart will explode or something horrible. So yeah. Anyways, so one of the protocols is for this for this heavy. So it's basically like doing light workout for the entirety of the week, and then doing one workout in that week that is extraordinarily grueling and like really taxes your body, and that's all your body really needs to make a good evolution. Because you don't need to like go foot down on the pedal all the time, because then you're actually cause damage and your body doesn't have sufficient time to recover, and it's just messy basically. Anyways, one of the protocols for this is to basically be at zone 5, which is 90% of your max heart rate. For me, it's 170 something, 172 I believe, is my maximum, or like when I'm in zone 5, I think my max is 180 or 188 is my heart rate at its maximum point. Also, I don't have any sufficient gear. Oh no. But what was the other thing? So this protocol has you basically going at your zone 5 of your heart rate, which is insane. This is the point where your heart's like beating out of your chest. It like feels like you cannot get enough oxygen. Basically, you're like constantly sucking in air. Your throat's kind of on fire, and you're just pulling in air. Eventually, your body tapers out, and your lungs release a chemical that basically allows you to absorb more oxygen. Anyways, so it works out. But the thing that's crazy is you have to stay at this level. They basically say try to touch zone 5, so stay in between zone 8 and 5, and you're sucking in air. But you need to go for 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off. But 4 minutes of just sucking in air like your life depended on it is fucking insane. It requires so much, like, go to a happy place. Go to a happy place, become zen, become water. You cannot exist in the real world in this state. You got to go to a nice place in the back recesses of your mind and chill the fuck out, because it gets bad. It gets bad for a long time. Also, I think I'm always a person that fucks up pretty badly, because to me, so for instance, the advice that I got to train your heart, this is not where you should probably start. They always say you should start 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. But they said, the podcast and the amazing trainer that I was listening to basically said that to have an elite of like 2% of the cardio and heart rate and all that stuff, or VO2 max in the world, this is one of the things that does that, basically. This is one of the measurements. If you can do this, then you have one of those types of cardio. So for me, being a dummy, I'm like, well, let's see how close to the wire we can get. And I'm also a little sick in the head, so like I'm like at the point where it's too much. But I'm like, but we're almost there, boys. We're almost there. We're almost touching what basically it means to be elite, which is to use like almost all of your heart rate. Oh God, all of your heart rate. And just have your heart beating out of your chest for 4 minutes straight without like mentally collapsing, etc., or mentally having a heart attack, something like that. And I kind of felt like my cardio was pretty good because of kettlebells. Kettlebells require you the same HIIT training of like you're basically going for 2 minutes and then you're basically taking a break for 30 seconds, which is not enough, but yeah. And you're doing like lower weight but higher repetitions with more complex movement and whatnot. Anyways, point being, that was a whole experience. I don't know if I've really qualified as the elite cardio thing though yet, because I think there's an element of output. So it's part of it is like a certain amount of voltage on your on whatever thing you're using. So how fast are you going, and how indicative of that is the strain on your heart. So is your body super proficient at running at an incredibly fast level whilst also keeping your heart intact, essentially? But yeah. Anyways, thank you for letting me ramble about that. Appreciate it. I don't have anyone in my life that I can talk about that stuff with, so I appreciate that. Also, a while back, Sino and Claudia is also on the banner. Oh, so he is. The Wolf Boy is on there, I think. God dang. I was about to say, it seemed like Genshin is coming out of the woodwork with so many characters all at once. Like we go such a long time with there being like, and there's one new character and maybe sometimes a 4-star, and now it's just like, no, there's everything. There's all of it all at once. Lone Secret says, if that ever happened, let me know ahead of time so I can take a nap before. Lone Secret, you couldn't nap? You are a wizard to me, man. That's wild. People that can nap are incredible. I'm so jealous always and forever. I cannot imagine a world where I could close my eyes and just let them rest for a little bit, and then you go, whew, and then you just come back in a couple hours. I sleep hard, but it also takes me such a long time to get to sleep. So, pain, essentially, pain and suffering. What's the run, Baltail? He's hard pressed for you right now. Lone Secret says, wait, how long do I have to do it? It's 4 minutes at zone 5 of your heart rate, so it's 90%. It's usually indicated by red, meaning your most signals, most Apple Watches are telling you to stop, because it's, and the reason why you don't really want to get to red. You want to get to that very tip of red. So say if 80, you want to stay at like 89, or at least touch 90. The reason why that they tell you to do this is the same reason why in strength training you're supposed to basically go relatively light, if not slightly difficult, 80% of what you can do, and then once a week, like ratchet up the weight so that you can actually, so that basically stresses the body to tell it that like, no, we're not just satisfied with maintaining. We're trying to push past, or like create a new standard, adapt essentially. We're trying to adapt to something incredibly stronger. So yeah, and a lot of people have a mixed-up perception of that. They think you need to go heavy all the time or only go light. It's like, no, you want to basically condition your body to understand cues and to realize that there's a certain aspect of this that it wants, and sometimes it's too much and other times it's too little. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah, it's 4 minutes off, but that 4 minutes of just going is something else. But also, again, I would say the advice that they gave is to work up to that. I didn't do it because I thought, well, let's see how hard we can go, and then we just got there. But what do you call it? The advice they gave is 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. So 2 minutes of all out going as much as you possibly can. I would highly advise you get like some sort of way of tracking your heart rate. I love my little armband thing that tracks my heart rate really accurately. It's better than an Apple Watch, not as good as a heart rate monitor over the chest. But still pretty good. Also, yeah, I'm going to expend one of my vials. Because I probably should have done that from the beginning, at the first one. Why can't I? What? Currently, spend this money currently at 5. Okay, can I? Yeah, I can pause it, I think, and open up a vial, I think. Hopefully. Use. What? I used a vial. I used a vial of that. Can I not use it in the thing? Use. Oh, unable to do. That sucks, man. Why can't you do it on the thing? There's so many things in this game that don't make sense. Anyways. Has to be before. Thank you, Moldy, though, for clarifying. Lone Syndicate says, all right, I'll be back in 4 minutes. Lone Syndicate, be careful, buddy. Be careful. Because I did it once because I got a different thing in mind, which I actually disliked a lot. It was, the formula was go 30 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. Or 30 seconds on, 30 seconds rest. But it didn't give me any gauge for how much was too much and how little was too little. So I just went all out. And I'm almost convinced I was on the brink of a heart attack because I just keep going climbing, and I couldn't stabilize, basically. So it was always frantic and panicky. I think I just fucking lit up my whole body with what is it called? Cortisol? It's like the poison molecule. It's like the stress molecule in the brain. And it was awful because it was just such a high fluctuation and it didn't feel good. You want to get to a point where your body can basically exist in that heart rate range and maintain it. That's where the strength that like you're actually able to develop performance for 4 minutes is better than performance for 30 seconds, and you're just never doing it for another 30 seconds. It's abnormal. Anyways, but yeah, that was. Can we do a Fortress Clash quick? Yeah, did Red and Max spend a good bit of their resin? We could do Fortress Clash and then quickly do the one thing. Also, Bolty might need to go. I think we could maybe melt that boss over time if we want to do that one more time. If Bolty was getting tired. The stream starts for me at 1 a.m. Can use vials inside. Never mind, I would have to work up for minutes. Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. But also, that's why I like the heart rate monitor so much, is because it tells you when you're in the zone, because you don't want to go to 90. I think I was maybe at like 98 of my max heart rate, which is terrible. You feel like death. You feel like you're about to have a heart attack. That's why I like the stopwatch, because I can actually track when I'm like, oh no, I'm about to fucking get not good right now. So then I'll keep it at that steady state, and then that's actually pretty manageable, which is nice. But yeah. But again, the reason why you go hard as much as you can and get, instead of just doing like zone 2, which is like a very minor run, is because if you're thinking about your heart and its depth and its strength, pushing it to a maximum point, it basically makes it so that your heart doesn't leave any resource that it's using out of its reach. So you're basically using all of you're keeping your heart's maximum potential trained so that it can better utilize all of the symptoms it needs to, whether that's releasing chemicals that basically let your lungs absorb more oxygen or pump blood into more of your muscles, those kind of things. Anyway, then I want to go finish Cyberpunk so fast. Gotcha. Oh, I see you're watching the Cyberpunk show, not playing the game. I see, Bolt. I misunderstood. I have one attempt for Fortress Clash. Yeah, me too. Let's do this. Fortress Clash, then Frontier Clash. I mean, do hard mode. Habop and go. I better take off my hoodie. It's starting to get sweaty, and I don't want to actually make this thing gross. Okay. Oof. Alrighty. Also, once again, it says, also, I want to share what game I bought off PlayStation. Hit me with it. You don't have to ask. Hit me with it. I think I'm about to jog once I have free time. Right now, I'm busy with you and I stuff. What's you and I stuff? What's you and I mean? Oh yeah, man, jogging's good. Although just be a little careful, Bolty, because I think you're younger, right? So I think you're like, if you're around 20 to 25, you can get by with you're basically, you still have a fountain of youth to basically not completely wreck your knees. But I always think people should be careful with their knees, especially if you're not doing any sort of knee strength training that makes your knees healthier. Essentially, that impact constantly on your knees can wear them out quite a bit. Which is why I like rowing, I like rowing and attack bike, because it's basically really low impact, so your joints aren't getting smashed. But yeah. Yeah, you're 21. Yeah, you should be fine. You should be cooking. Yeah. But also, Bolty, you picked a great time, Bolty, to actually like go hard in the paint in regards to fitness, because I was listening to the same person that talked to me about VO2 Max. Is named Peter Attia. I'm sure if you're into the health and wellness thing, he's definitely a name in there. But he talked about how, which is kind of sucked, but basically, as soon as you get past 25, which guess how old your boy is, 25. As soon as you get past 25, your body starts to basically be on a clock downwards, and a lot of your life experience and your health when you're 80 is determinative of what you've done at age 25 and all that stuff. So if you manage to exercise, you manage to get into some sports, if you manage to put on some muscle mass, if you manage to strengthen your joints a little bit, if you manage to develop your heart a good bit, then basically you're starting up here, and then you'll slowly taper down over time, and you can resist. But the older you get, the harder it is to resist. So the harder it becomes to put on muscle, the harder it becomes to strengthen your joints, the harder it becomes to do cardio. It's not impossible, but it's usually requires the introduction of hormone replacement therapy, or what is it called? Hormone is HR something. But yeah, it requires that because you need to get to the point where you can basically rebuild and have enough built up to where when you start to degrade, there's something left over. But yeah. So if you can make use of these next 4 years and keep just, it doesn't have to be crazy, just keep some form in there and building up muscle and building up joint strength and things like that. Then when you're 60, if you're lucky enough to make it there throughout cause of happen chance of life, then you'll have a much better quality of life. But granted, you still need to maintain work over time. It's just that you don't need to you basically have a higher starting period, so your degradation is pretty mild, especially if you're already high up in the athletic chart, which is why a lot of people who play sports when they're younger actually live a lot longer, because their body just has an innate, built-in resistance kind of thing, or better, like a higher baseline, I guess, is what you'd call it. Oof. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I would not have thought that Frontier Clash would have been the thing where I get the least amount of my legendary armor from. I get so much of my legendary armor from the joint operations, just doing like the first chest and using one of my special tickets, essentially, that gives me a higher drop chance. Which I would not have thought. This is much more of a pain in the ass to do than a joint operation, especially when it's like low level ads, which by the way is sometimes it's bad. Like yesterday was bad, where you have to fight so much before just get the first chest, and it's actually not worth doing it. But when it's Crows and what's his name, Crow and King, when it's their joint operation, it's so easy breezy. It's like you got a couple enemies you can quickly nuke down. Yeah. Oh, that son of a bitch. Also, man, I hate wormhole. I gotta do wormhole thing as well today, or not today, but yeah, it's on the list of things to get done. I don't know. Wormhole is probably one of the things I like the least. I think it'll get better when you eventually start having like a team that just cracks through things, but until then, it's feeling a little bit slow and sluggish. Eesh. Oh, I tried to jump. Thank God, Kiri stayed back. Also, Lonesky says, so the game I got was Oni Chabara, Z2 Chaos, Dusk Driver, and Galagun. Ooh, Galagun? Of course you did. Of course you did. That's probably, you haven't played that game already, actually, Lone Syndicate. But yes, Galagun I heard a lot of things about. Of course, it's like a classic meme weird things where you're shooting off. I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it feels weird. To me, I'd rather things be what they are and not kind of be half in, half out, you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of this, this hesitation shit. All right, either become the thing that you're gonna be, or don't leave me in this weird state. All right, it's basically an itchy anime in a nutshell. Anyways, but yes, Galgun's classic YouTube weird formula thing of people playing that game for anime titties. Not really. It's usually like schoolgirl weird freak shit. Anyways, but yes, it also looks like a fun game. Which is the funniest thing, is that like it's actually just like a goofy fun time to play. Like no judgment on Lone Syndicate. It does look like a fun game to play, but its subject matter, I'm like, why not just make something? You know what I mean? Something. Also, boom, chest piece. Ooh, I got pants. Gold tier pants. Let's go. Oh, there's Frigg. Not Frigg, Valkyrie. Eesh. Nice dodge. Think I would have died there if you didn't do that. Can we defeat all 3 of her health bars in 1 minute 30? I'll be honest, sometimes the boss fights are weird. Like sometimes we're well, I'm sure there's plenty of obvious answers, but like, yeah, like with the one guy, we were like at 4 minutes, and I was like, look at us, we're basically a health bar and a half. But then sometimes they just get real antsy and start dodging around everywhere, and you're like, God damn it! And now you're wasting so much time, and then that last 2 health bars takes a millennia. Oh no! Oh no! We didn't do much damage, Jamie. So we didn't lose much, boys. Also, Boldy says, I'm thinking about jogging. Oh, right there, in addition to my workout. Yeah, it's weird, man, because to me, all the research that I've seen, that you basically, I don't know, a lot of it showed, at least to me, that, and it's funny because I heard for such a long time that people said that you want to stay within your like cardio training within your orange. But orange is really just for cardio, it seems like. It seems like it only really burns cardio, but it doesn't really train your heart. You're kind of like you're not using a maximum amount of your heart rate. You're not training your heart rate to be consistent over time, which is what most people are going to deal with. Most people aren't going to be like heavy-duty mechanics lifting a bunch of heavy weights all the time, or heavy engines or cogs or whatever, or being in awkward angles where your stabilization muscles have to activate, stuff like that. So most people just get a lot of benefit out of being in zone 2 and max zone. So if you ever had to do something super strenuous, or if you ever had to do something that was super light, then yeah, you'd be able to get after it. But, oh, Baylor, what else did we get? We got just pants. We just got pants. It's okay. It's not great. All right. I think Bodhi's gonna go and check out his thing. What is it? He finished his cyberpunk anime, and we could try, Brad. Just do one more run with you to see if we can do it. I think it might take some time, but we can do it. But then how much time do we have? Yeah, we have plenty of time. Plenty of time to do my boss killing. Whew. Lozig says, Grin, I know you mean no harm. Plus, even if you do, you did. I know who I am, and I'm proud of it. As far as the Galgun, I only focus on a couple months. Who like just before summer starts. I know. Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's hard to describe. I feel weird with that a little bit. To me, it's like, I don't know. I think life is tricky in that way, where I don't know if you should always take ownership of how other people seen your words. I think eventually, if there's smoke, there's fire, and you may just be poor at communicating to others. If everyone keeps telling you that, like, you've offended them, or etc. But ultimately, I think, I think you ultimately should be happy and satisfied with what you enjoy. Losika says, the first time I saw it, I was like, I have to play this, yeah. But don't you? My whole point, Lone Cynic, is wouldn't it be better if they just went all the way to the deep end? They just said, hey, this is a whole kind of game. You know what I mean? Rather than this weird. I don't think you realize how with you I am. Also, Lonziga says, like, I'm almost done with the first game getting all true endings with the help of the guides, because I can't be bothered to figure. Dude, I I don't know, man. I feel it's so weird because I do know that's a part of the culture of, I think, dating sims and such and things like that. Also, wait, Bolty said I could do one more joint operation. Shit. All right, sorry, Bolty, I didn't see that. Should hurry up so we're not wasting too much of your time. Do we have we could hit match, I think, right? Because maybe there's some people who aren't with us. Or like is no? Wait, no, only. Let's say, where did everyone go? Did everyone back out? Yeah, because only with me is red and etc. I'd rather not do a joint operation with Bolty. Take too long. Gotcha. Without Bolty. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, then unfortunately, I'm gonna go to my house and get after it. Because I think Bolty probably logged off because he's seen that we were talking. Or logged like going to watch his thing probably. Also, there's always another time to do it. Also, lagging is and such are not, I think, the most paramount thing to get, or belts. And it's also like there'll be another week to do it. So hopefully it's not too nightmarish that we didn't get to it. Lone Singer says, if you guys need, I can hop on in sub in for Bolty. I don't. Well, we'll see. Let's see if I'm not sure people want to jump back at it. I got a gold belt at least. That's awesome. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, to me, I think it's just mainly trying to get like. Well, I kind of know you're paying a little bit. You're trying to get something good. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, Bolty. Enjoy the show. Also, get some sleep. Also, hopefully you recovered from your little sickly bit of business. This. Let's do this daily stuff. Aid request. Donate. All right, let's fight some bosses. I hate that you have to zoom in to find things. It's just a slight hindrance, but enough to be annoying. Yeah. Also, wait, I think we did get. What I need a chess piece is the only thing I'm missing, and I could buy it. I'm just waiting to get enough currency. But I do believe we got pants. We got a belt and pants. Our current belt, flame attack and volt attack. Volt attack only. Keeping this one. Hopefully it's yes. Hopefully it's perfect. This pants. One we have on has attack, volt attack, and also volt attack. That is attack. None of them has attack. It's all bad. It's all okay. In fact, let's see. I don't think I have enough to buy, but we can try it. Equipment. This. No, we're off a little bit. I think. Yeah, we're 200 off. You guys can't see it. We're 200 off. We're almost there to be able to buy this. Or buy a chess piece, and then we're golded up. Even though it might not be worth doing that, but No, Zeneca says, lol, so Grin, you want it to be, I think if it's already that close to the wire, finish it. Finish it. It's just like blue balling at the utmost if that's the case. So I just downed my whole ass coffee almost. Oh, dude, I don't want to work out. I did that whole, that 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off thing yesterday. And oh my God, my body. Oh. Red says, also, I need a better team. Nemesis and Samir is not cutting it. I mean, that's better than I got. Significantly better than I got. That's huge. Nemesis and Samir are amazing, I imagine. Red, go for Lynn. Lynn can substitute one element and is really good. Yeah. Well, Lynn's probably a mile away, though, right? I think Red's probably like, no. I need power now. Now. Lone Singer says, also, Grin, in reference to wishing for Ruby, I didn't go too hard for Frigg, and I got enough to go for Ruby and Cobalt B, but I just like what if it just doesn't go? I gotcha. Makes sense. It makes sense. Lone Singer says, invite me, please. I don't think we can do this on teams. I don't think we can fight like world bosses together. I could try. Yeah, see, it doesn't say. We're not actually. We're fighting. Just my bosses in here. So wait, are you going for Ruby, or are you still like, nah, I'm gonna save it for some big booby waifu kind of thing? I'll be honest, Lone Syndicate, that might be a judgment, all right? That one, the first thing I said with the whole, gal gun, that had no judgment in it. That other one might have judgment in it, just because of the past. I've known you for almost 2 years, probably way more actually. What do you call it? Yeah, out of all the Genshin picks, there was a through thread. So when you say, I'm not sure about Ruby, I'm like, well, what's the common denominator here? Red says, Lynn may be meta, but damn, her gameplay is not my style at all. She's the one with the fans, right? She pops up fans everywhere. What about Lyra, Red? What about Lyra? Like Rock'em Sock'em Robots a little bit as a kid? No? How about a sexy nun with a hood? Okay? Tastefully hooded, by the way. Not just ludicrous. Oh, by the way, what do you call it? I really hope tomorrow when we do some wishes that we finally get access. Or actually, I don't know. I'm kind of crossed. Do I want a character that's good, or another dupe of a weapon that's good, like more Samir copies? Let's go. Or even, do I want one copy of Zero just to have his skin? I'm already struggling with power. This is not what I should be hoping for. But your boy kind of likes the look of number 2 or 3-star Merle. Like a lot. It's literally like yeah. Also, that's so cute. Her little stupid crown up there. You see that? It's so cute. So stupid too. Also, her weapon looks crazy. Like it goes from, hey baby, mecha, slab of steel, to, oh my god, looks like some Dark Souls shit. That wolf blade, or the Elden Ring blade, also, it's kind of a common denominator through all of them actually. But yes. Also, do you want to see how fast we can melt this boss? It's crazy. It's so fast. Lone says, to be fair, I love Ruby's design. Looking awesome, reminds me of Klee blowing shit up. Great but GRINN. I'm trying not to spend. You know how good I've been on not spending in a logic guy. Yeah, so but I thought you said you had plenty of money to try to get both though. I thought that's what you're saying. Oh, so are you saying like you don't have enough reserve to? Or are you saying? I thought you said that you have an attempt to get both of them. You have enough currency to get an attempt to get one of them or both of them. But it could go bad, so that's why you're saying, well, it's heavily likely that I still have the opportunity not to guarantee get them, so it could get rough. Is that what you're Is that what you're saying? Because I'm getting confused about what exactly it all means. I think that's what it means. I think that's what you mean. Or you're saying like maybe you just don't have enough currency to guarantee both of them, so you're not trying to say you're get both of them, but you're still going to attempt. Yeah, because I'm not trying to condone in any way you spend money. It's not no no, absolutely not. Stop it! She was not this bad the first time I fought her. So many stupid little flies. Her bees are fucking tanky as hell. Also, can we not do this? Oof. Great, yeah, fire at the fucking stupid stem. You son of a bitch. Okay. Also, it did make sense because she is a flower. So, yeah. What happened there? Oh, she concussed me with her scream. Got it. Also, I forgot to turn on game sound. Ugh. I was listening to podcasts and I played the game, so that's why, yeah, it's always muted. Oh, the soundtrack and the gunplay and everything, it sounds nice, so it's not a bash of the game. Alright, don't put up a shield. Don't put up a shield. Also, don't kill me. Stay right there. We're almost there. Oh, you thought you'd get me. Oh, you got me with that one. Okay. Okay. Also, I hope Fluff's okay. It's been a hot minute since we've seen him, but hopefully he's taking care of himself still. Oh, also, he might be working at that job. That's probably what it is. Probably what it is. Probably getting, especially with the night shift, probably getting tired. Probably gonna take him a while to balance out and make everything make sense. Oh, shit. Oh. Come on, you're almost dead. Eesh. We got the materials, 72 metals, fibers. Man, it's just that one resource. It's just nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, super scarce. Oh, what is the other one that we have to fight? There's this one. Does the one that's in the sky count? Does this one count? Good, thank God. I was about to say, ugh. That's the case. Let's go around. Let's go this way. Baldy says, Red, there's another electro pole user. Maybe you will be good with that one. It's part of the reason I have not logged in much. I just don't want to play the characters and what. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, that's also a little rough. Yeah. That's why I like the fact that there's skins and whatnot. Because like I'll be honest, I would not have been having as much of a fun time if I didn't get the crow skin. Because the crow skin to me, as much as I don't think it's perfect, I think it looks better than. Well, I feel more empowered, I guess, playing this character than I did Samir. But yeah. I think I'd be on cloud 9 if I got at least one copy of Zero just so I could put on the skin, but that's such a waste. If we got it within like if we got it before we got the pity, so it was just it was just profit essentially, then yeah, it'd be pretty cool. But yes, although I do find it's I don't know, I just am a person I think also really likes the format of this game, like the way that things are coming out and how there's always something, it seems like, and you can kind of pick and choose with the things that you like, you know. Yeah, like some people I bet love Wormhole, and to me it's like, it's okay, it's just kind of something to do. I do think it's bullshit they can't change your gender though. That's weird, especially when I can play literally Crow, so like he's a dude and I have a woman character template, so why can't I just load in a template from a dude? The infrastructure is already there. It makes no sense. Also, yeah, sorry, wait one sec. Where did you? I killed every animal on this damn place. You survived. It's incredible. Now die. I purged my whole island. I'm surprised you lived. It was a quick job, though. I tried to be quick about it. Red says, I don't want that guy. What? Oh, no, okay, that's how you're replying to Bolty, because I did ask you about Lyra, and I thought you were replying to me, but no, you're talking to Bolty. Gotcha. It says, yes, in my mind, I'm like, what if it goes wrong? What if 3 SSRs back to, and none of them are the side banner characters? No pity in this game is kind of scary when you think about how bad it is, or how bad it can go. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So there's no pity, but there is a way to so how many SSRs would you need to get in order to get pity? Or Lone Say, do you know the math on that? I think it's like you have to get 3 SSRs in order to get enough currency to get the one thing. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Now, granted, it could also go positive. You also get like 2 of them in one go. But dude, after I fucking biffed it so hard on Nemesis, like you guys might be like, oh, GRINN, it wasn't that bad. You only have like a couple points into dark matter. I refreshed like fucking 30 times. And you get like a handful of wishes every single time. I got not a single one of Nemesis. So to me, my batting average on the banners are not great. So yeah. Lone Thing, it says, like I've seen videos of someone trying to get a star 6 frig and had to hit hard pity every time. Yeah, man. Yeah, to me, I don't know. I get it because it's a content creator thing, or I honestly don't know if it's that. It might be just gambling addiction, but to them, it's like, well, no, I can still subsidize this. Like, this is something that's going to pay me back in the future. I'm going to be able to keep people engaged. I'm going to keep people subscribed to my streams, and they're going to feel empowered by doing that because I'm not just I'm not like, look at my Lamborghini that I get in 2 months. And they're like, what a waste. Instead, they're like, no, he's investing our money back into the showcase of these characters and whatnot, so it feels like you're investing in something smarter. I get that, But also, I don't know, man. To me, it's just like, I don't know. Part of me would rather like spend a very just like already decided amount of money, like maybe like however much you would decide. And I would much rather like go and wish on another person's account, because at least then maybe you can get lucky for them, or you can, it just feels weird to like fail so hard on your one account and without, it just seems like a waste of money, especially when you're like, how much am I really getting from 2 more copies of this character? Is it gonna become so much better, or could I get 1 copy or a couple other side characters for this person who's not spending money in the game, and that could give them significantly more value than the 1 incremental change that I'm getting? Does that make sense? I just feel like it's a waste of money, and that's the way that I've always seen that to me makes it seem like not a waste of money, is where you're like, well, wait, even if we fail on an account that is nothing, at least then the account itself is still getting stronger and it's not necessarily a waste. Maybe we come away on top and there's always something. But on an account that's a free to play that doesn't have a lot of characters anyway, at least then you're making it happen. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Because there's a feeling I always have when I see those videos where I'm like, it just seems like a waste. Yeah, or like even just the definition of too much. Yeah, it's hard to describe. I don't feel like any of the words I'm giving it, besides that one sentence I just said a couple seconds ago, that one felt a little bit more right than the one I'm saying now. Oh, I tried to get away. Ooh, iframe dodge. He's gonna put up his shield, but it's fine. With Merle, I honestly think it's just better to just fucking chew through health with that ability. Stop it! I was not even near him. He hit me. Also, Red, in my video of talking about the new boss, I channeled you in the first opening sentence. Yeah, do that. Get away, get away. This. Oh, he did not put a shield up that whole time. I wonder if there's some sort of like trigger point where like you can actually force a boss to kind of be very light when it comes to putting on that shield. I feel like maybe. Da-da-da-da. Red says, Baiki, Lyra, Saki Fua, and Cobalt B are the only characters we don't have yet. I'm interested in Game Boy. Oh, but you like Lyra? Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Rock'em sock'em baba, my boy! Loziga says, that reminds me of people on Genshin that would wish for a character not even like their playstyle got them, and not even level them up, just have them sit in the party. Yeah, man. Yeah. Also, to me, it was just like one of those things where when I see a content creator like C6 a character, like I always felt like, I remember there was a certain point when it was apparent that like I think I was watching Tectron at the time, where he had every character, so like every time he wished, he was losing so much. Like he couldn't win, essentially. Like the odds became exponentially more crazy. And to me, that's when I always would have hoped that they would have done more of like, also I think they do, man, it's always funny because hindsight's 2020, but I always thought they would do so much better if they made that a whole thing, if they made a more of a tight video of like a paying back to the community, essentially. You know, for everyone who supports me, here's me trying to support you a good bit as well, and then going over and like showing people, getting them like this on their account, and then just continuing to do that. Yeah, like I think that would be a good video, and also would increase the community morale around you and what you're doing, because I always feel like there's certain people who make content who I think are seemingly fine people, but for whatever reason get under people's skin, and I think that's something you always need to account for. Is, well, if the outcome that I'm doing is giving me a bad result, then how is it something that I can do extra that would make it so that would go a longer way? Now, granted, you can't be a slave to people's expectations either, but still. Anyways, brain traveled off there, forgive me. Red says, at least hard pity in Tower of Fantasy is 120 instead being 160. Yeah, but Red, in Tower of Fantasy, there's no guaranteed pity. I think that's what Lone Sing is saying. So pity is 120, but it's also, you're not guaranteed the character. But what you are guaranteed is the like the shards or the black dust that therefore can get you a guaranteed copy of it. But I think you do need to get 3 SSRs. It's either that or literally just spend money into the banner, like 3 pulls entirely, in order to get a guaranteed of it. I guess what probably Lone City is going to say. No, you don't have to get a certain amount of SSRs. You need to do a certain amount of wishes. 120 for 1 copy. So wait, if I go to 120, I'm guaranteed the SSR banner character? There's not like, it's not like Genshin where you can lose the 50-50? Now I'm really confused. Yeah, are you? Yeah. I thought you were saying like the reason why I'm scared is because I seen someone go 66. Yeah, because we've seen that in Genshin. It's way worse. It's 180. Well, maybe you're saying just generally it's scary, but we come from Genshin. 180, baby. We could eat it 50 times over. So I'm a little confused on how. I thought you were talking about you like. I thought we maybe grinded this out, but I keep forgetting shit. I thought it was the 50-50 was losing. So I thought like if you get to 120, you're not guaranteed the banner character. You're guaranteed a chance at the banner character, and there's a 50% chance you get someone else. So you could just keep getting this someone else. You can just keep failing essentially over and over and over again until you get enough dust to then buy a guaranteed copy of the weapon. But are you guaranteed the character by going to 120? Or are you just guaranteed an SSR? I think that's how it works. Yeah. I thought we talked about this once. I just forgot. What's good, Damien? Red says, as far as SSRs we have now from standard, I really want Shiro. Yeah. Shiro probably will come home eventually. It's a timing game. Although, Red, I do know you were also the person who could not for life get Mona, I believe. So, you know, world's a nightmare sometimes. But yeah, stay strong, brother. For what it's worth, I like Lyra as well. Who doesn't love Lyra? You have no idea. I think I asked you this a while ago too, and you were like, I like Lyra. Lyra's clean. Who doesn't like Rock'em Sock'em Robot? You know what I'm saying? I will say, I don't know. She's one of the. I know Ruby's gonna be strong, and I know Cobalt B I think is gonna be pretty strong. I don't know about Lyra. I think she's. Well, yeah, you don't hear a lot about supports. You hear a lot about like DPSs and shit, which makes sense because so much of this game is like how fast can you nuke down something, kind of, a little bit. But yeah. Damon says, "What your favorite soundtrack in this game?" Ooh, I have no idea. We're listening to some royalty-free lo-fi music, which I love to bits. But I don't know if I like the soundtrack. To me, Damien, I always feel like good soundtrack or good audio is amazing when it's almost unnoticeable. Like that's a testament to how good the audio is when you're not noticing how good it is, because it just works. It's just immersive. It just sequences perfectly, you know. I think there's rare cases of something being so good that it goes beyond your expectations and then resonates and you can hear it beyond it. Even then, I'm not sure if that's good because it may be distracting from like the story of a show or the story of an anime or the feeling of the gun firing, etc. You know. Oof. I'm not sure if anyone replied to the "Are you guaranteed the SSR character on the banner if you go to 120?" I don't know if anyone replied to that. Because if you are guaranteed that character, then that's insane. Because then you could just not only are you getting dark like black dust from wishing, but you basically could get 2 copies within reason. It seems like, as long as you put enough points into it. Or maybe that's what it is. Maybe you have to literally spend 120 wishes, and that gives you sufficient. Maybe that's what it is. That's maybe where I'm getting confused on. Maybe it's my perception on how much dark matter crystals you generate is off. So maybe by spending 120 wishes, you could lose the 50-50, but you were also going to get that's enough to guarantee yourself getting a copy of the character. Maybe that's what that is. Red says, true, but flame gold is functionally the guarantee. Yeah. Lone Ticket says, yes, at 120, you can just buy the character. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, that makes, oh, I fucking thought I killed everything here. God damn it. Some people still alive. Some bitch. There's a lot alive. Oh my God, I missed so much. What? Oh, maybe it has just been enough days. Is it 2 days? I thought I killed him yesterday. I don't know, dude, weird. Anyways, so I think that makes more sense. So, okay. So I think my gauge was off when it comes to how many times you need to fail a pull in order to get sufficient dark matter to buy a weapon. So just by going to 20, so there's still the 50-50 loss in this, right, Lone Syndicate? You can go to 120 and lose the 50-50, but not really, because you can just buy it with the gold dust or the black dust that you've generated. Is that right? If that's the case, I feel like we're in fucking great business, especially in comparison to what we've been through with Genshin. Yeah. Because, yeah, like, we need less, right? Yeah. Because in Genshin, you basically have a maximum amount of things. Are you sure? Is there enemies right sitting out here? Did I just not? I might have. No, there's enemies. Everything respawned. Okay, well, shit. I did not know that. Neat. Let's go to the different place. We can kill dog thing. Go over here. Lone Secret says, I also like her third skin. The design is not the color scheme. Isn't it like black and red? Or sorry, white and red? I thought that's what it was. I haven't even remembered that. I don't really remember it though. Red says, I mean, I did mention that in the sentence about Shiro. Where? As far as SSRs we have now from standard, I really want Shiro. Yeah, I watched it. I don't see the message. Oh, Red. Sometimes the message is. Wait, I mean, I did mention that in the sentence about Shiro. You just did not read it, but yeah. No, Red. That's what I'm reading right now. So like right now on my screen, this is what my chat looks like. This is what my chat looks like right here. So this is what I see. Right here is what I just read. So sometimes this is a lie. So it's not that I'm not reading your sentences, they're not showing up. So that's why I also have this. See up here, actually on the your screen. I put that up there because sometimes this will lie to me, and like it will say no one's in the chat, and for whatever reason this like browser thing doesn't work. But is that what you mean by like you said something here? Because I don't see it here. If you said like anything about, was it above it? Maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but no, I don't. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I don't see where you mentioned Mona, but maybe you made another comment or something. But yeah, that's all I see. If that's what you mean, yeah, because sometimes I don't see, because yeah, like YouTube's weird. It's chat engine sometimes just doesn't push things through. I don't know if it's because it picks up on it sees things in a different way, or like, or sorry, if it sees as like a filtering system of like, is this person saying something mean, and somehow the AI interprets that is like some sort of mean thing, so it puts it in review. I don't know. Lone Secret says, yes, at 120 you can just buy the character. I also like her, the 3 skin. But yeah, y'all strange banner characters in Genshin except the only one I wanted, Mona. Lone Secret says, yeah, that could happen as well. I've had my eye off for the past like 30-ish minutes, chat. What's been going on? Not too much. We're just talking about characters that come down the pipeline that we were interested in. Because actually, it may not be as bad as I'm thinking. Because let's say you did get, yeah, even just this. Like, am I mistaken in that? So is this what we're saying? Let me see. So by wishing on the normal banner or one of these banners, this one, by spending 80 points into it, you are going to aggregate enough dark crystals to guarantee buy the SSR weapon from the store itself. I don't know where we do that. I think it's somewhere where you can literally just buy the SSR weapon with the black dust. You can literally just buy a copy. But if I were to spend 80 wishes into this, I thought it said it was 120. It says 80 right here. Am I in the wrong one? I don't know. Anyways, Say if you were to spend the maximum amount in there, let's say you do spend 120 and you get the banner character, wouldn't it be better just to go to max pity and then have enough dark crystals to get 2 copies of the weapon? If you did get lucky in getting it. So it's not like, oh, I'm gonna basically fail and get a thing. Yeah. So is that what you guys were meaning, by the way? Is 120 is what you would need to go towards to get a max pity? Because it says 80 pulls right here. But is like that where it finally gives it to you? I'm confused. I'm confused a little bit. Whew. Yeah, 14K, by the way. Update on the things. We saving. Booty says, I'm back and depressed. The Cyberpunk anime was very short, and I watched it in like the past 6 hours. I was about to say, don't tell me it's depressed. I won't want to watch it. And I heard nothing but good things. But I'll probably watch it still. I don't know. It's on the list of things to watch, man. I still got to watch Kokomi Can't Communicate, which I loved. But there's so much shit to watch. I just finished watching The Faraway Paladin. I can't watch it anymore until I edit these fucking videos I made of him. I have to get aggregation of clips and shit to articulate the points I make in the video. Oh, my back. I'm so sore. Lone Singlet says, correct. At 80, you get an SSR, but if you lose, then you have to do 40 more pulls to be eligible to buy the character. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. One, you gotta go half the distance that you would normally go. Okay. Interesting. But you could also get lucky. It might just be worth going to 120 pulls anyway, in case you get the character. You're already on top. You keep wishing. Maybe you get a character in between that. That's being excessive. But then you aggregate enough currency that you can go ahead and wish and get 3 copies of a character. So you could theoretically at least come out with 2 or 3. Opposed to Genshin, which is best we can do is 1. Maybe. Sometimes. For more currency. But yeah. But also, to be fair to Genshin, I do believe it has soft pity. So if you start wishing at 6, it starts detonating that chance at a higher probability. So it's maybe equals out, but neat. Nevertheless neat. That makes more sense though. Yeah, because that shit gets complicated real fast, at least for me. I'm sure some people are like, easy peasy. But also, I haven't been wishing, so I haven't had to really know it. So I've kind of been like blissfully ignorant for a while. Lone Singlet says correct. I said 80, right? All right, big glorious toad. Also, this boss drops Zero's Matrice, I believe, or yeah. I don't know if Zero's Matrice is good though. Ooh, no, not like this. Big chunky mama coming after me. This. Oh, my stomach. Never mind. For some reason, we're nuking him. Oh, he's weak to ice and. Oh no, he's weak to electro. He's not weak to ice. Stop it! I get it. Red says you have a lot of free wishes to collect on the map, Grin. Lol. You are very behind on that. Oh, I'm so behind. But guess what? I'm still actually kind of okay. That's the thing that blows my mind. Is like I should be just like gasping for air, but your boy, kind of doing okay. I have not just explored the map. I have not done anything. I've just been doing my bare minimum stuff, doing the events, and I am actually sitting pretty with like I can actually make a good college try. I'm actually can guarantee myself an SSR character. I think I have enough for 120, which I think we're going with Ruby, and hopefully we can get a little bit for. Oh man, how is that gonna work? So we're gonna go for Ruby. If that is the case, whoever comes first, I need a new character. No, it has to be Ruby or Cobalt B. I'm not going for anyone else, unless it's Lyra, which would be a fucking quite the left hook. So we're gonna go do that, but I don't know if I'll have enough, because I kind of want to, like, whenever I do wish, I kind of want to go to the point in which I spend 120 wishes, because that way, because it just seems like a waste to only go to 80, right? That makes sense? If you only go to 80, and you happen to get her early, I feel like that's I feel like within 50 pulls, if you get a character, you get the SSR character, stop. Stop. But if you have to go deep anyway, and you're, dude, that's totally what the hell it's made for to do. Shit. So if you're already at 80 or 70, and you get the character early, but you'll still have in your head, well, wait, I can detonate the last thing and maybe get 2 copies of her, or at the very least get another SSR character, which could be helpful. But also, if you're at 80, and you're only like, 40 more pulls off, until you can get and buy another character guaranteed in the shop, then you'll go. So you're like incentivized to really go in or not go in at all. I wonder what the tipping point is. Is it 50 pulls and you get her early and you're like, stop, go away? Or do you wait? I don't know. It's hard to say. I can totally see why they've laid it out this way, because it adds so much like, well, maybe I could go a little bit deeper, and you just burn up those wishes more. I feel like that's probably the protocol. If you get 40 or 50 in, stop. Don't get greedy. Take one character and leave. But if you can get more, if you go all the way to 80, you might as well go to 120, essentially. Lozigan says, yeah, it would help to experience firsthand. You'll probably understand more when you do the wishing set. Yeah. Lozigan says, same here. I have to explore most of the map. Dude, I have so many things to still do. I've still not touched the story at all since our friend was taken to a farm with her brother or whatever. I still haven't done the story past that. I still have not done any of the map besides the first area. I did a good bit of chipping away at it. And yeah. Does anyone have any sort of reading on when we'll get based on the current release of characters or hints at characters coming down the pipeline? Do you know when the next showcase of the next character will be? Do you think in next Friday we'll probably see either it's Cobalt B or Ruby? Sorry, I keep saying Syra for whatever reason. Bodhi says +1. What? Red says, I've been slacking too, 100% everywhere except Crow 71. I've been slacking everywhere. It's funny because you can totally tell the type of player that exists. People who like exploring, people who like doing the daily grind. Because to me, I love the daily grind. It's like something that it sets off the you did something today check marks in my head, and then we also have to do something today, which is tough. But yeah, Max says, what does Claudia's banner end? When does it end? It ends, I can check for you right now. It ends in 12 days. 12 days, 20 hours, and 11 minutes. What do you call it? I think people were saying that around the, halfway through. So I think basically 2 weeks into her banner, the last 2 weeks, they'll release a new character, I think. Bodhi's got you taken care of way ahead of me. Red had taken care of you, Max, way before me. Bodhi says also GRINN, you can spend some of your resources for the SSR shards. Yeah. I seen one of the people I watched who kind of does cooler math breakdowns of the game and whatnot. Talked about how you should buy those things because they're good. They're real good. They're worth it. But I wonder what we should upgrade. I think we should probably has anyone upgraded, and does anyone know the baseline of what you can upgrade? I know I'm kind of supposed to be the person also being like, hey, here's what you should maybe do. Oh, look at this. Actually, who the fuck is giving me this? Hykros is giving me a she-shell. Oh, maybe he already had enough to I think I gave a gift and he had too much, maybe? There's only so much exploring I can do before I'm over this. Really, actually, in this game, I find it's pretty good. But actually, I kind of want to save the exploration because there was that one day which felt so good. It felt so good when you don't have anything to really do, and that will probably happen at some point in this game, where we don't have much to do, or if it is, it's stuff that I've already done in the day, and I was getting bored, so I didn't want to do it again on stream. But the day that we would just putted around the world space, popping chests, wishing as soon as we got the opportunity, that was pretty damn satisfying. It was pretty damn good, at least to me. It felt like we made progress essentially, and every single time we could luck out, we could fail, we could luck out, we could fail. And we ended up, it was just also, I don't know, to me that felt really satisfying, just popping around the map and being like, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy. Especially when you have someone else to hang out with and talk to whilst you're doing that. It creates a very harmonious environment, I guess. Doing it by yourself, just that, I think would get like brain aching essentially, or mind numbing. But when you're talking to someone whilst you're doing something that requires some observational awareness, it's just the right amount to kind of keep you in a flow state, I think, which I like a lot. Max says relatable, don't you? Yeah. Lozika says, but I wish to stay. I don't want to explore because I'm gonna need to save those wishes for a rainy day. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Part of me thinks, should I just go buck wild? But although we do need to explore because we need to get this stamina increases. So to me, I think I'm not sure at a certain point, like if you already have sufficient power or sufficient SSR characters, at what point do you start saving your gold wishes for when the new banner gets reset? It does make sense to do that though, unless they're taking off some characters from the standard banner, or from the gold nucleus banner, because otherwise it's just going to be such a stacked banner that the odds of you getting the character that you want is going to get exponentially lower. So you could luck out and get like a crazy leveled up max SR character for Shiro or something like that. So it's probably not worth saving like that. But yeah. Anyways, let's level up our things. I don't know. Yeah, let's level everything up uniformly right now. I think we killed every boss, right? I think so. That boss did. Flower, toad, dog. Yeah, that guy. Everything's dead. Yes. I wonder if it will keep the same form as in the previous things, where we can basically upgrade every single one of them once, and then have this tier basically leveled up one notch above everything else. I don't know. We'll find out. And Lord knows we have plenty of everything else. Also, I hope they do become more cool. Also, I was going to ask, does anybody know, I don't know how anyone would know this, but if you do, it'd be cool. Do you know if when you start leveling these things up to like maybe tier 5, do they eventually start like giving you actual rock resources? I really hope eventually this doesn't just become like, here's a currency in which you can buy stuff from a shop. I do hope over time it's like, okay, this thing at tier 8, its end game trait, actually gives you a chance at a piece of armor every single time you collect it. It's a low chance, but something. Because if it's just a currency, it's kind of a little bit blech to me. Does that make sense? I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I want something like that should give you rock, like some sort of rock resource. It's crazy that it doesn't. Also, we'll level this one up one more tier because yeah, we're gonna be capped out anyway, so we need to do that anyway. Because everything's gonna be tier 4, and that thing needs to be up to. We're gonna need to level that up to tier 5. Also, that's 15 minutes or 15 hours. What is this one? 50. Everything's on the same level. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I just realized I have to do my daily still. Shit. Max says, I wonder if they're going to show the next character when there's 1 week left on Claudia's banner. That's what I thought they usually do. They usually do that. I thought it would be 2 weeks, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's 1 week. Losika says, there is only so much exploration you can do from mind numbing, but I will say I don't want to explore extreme wishes. Oh yeah, my bosses weren't reset yet when I was in my house earlier. I'll have to go check them again. Yeah. Bosses should reset every Thursday. Given you've killed them, I think it always resets every Thursday though. Granted. But yes, quickly put around. Where are my dailies? This go. Damn you. Also, what a clever idea also on the developers side of things. For them, I don't know if we should go this way. Let's go this way. What a clever thing for the developers to basically, for like certain players may not want to do anything co-op because they're just taking this as like a RPG game. They're not looking at it as an MMO. And they haven't got to experience the world bosses. So the fact that they condition some of those world bosses, it seems like, to be a part of the like world or like the base building, to me is really clever because it's like, hey, why waste this resource when other people might want to have it as well? Man, I don't want to do shoulders today. Oh, by the way, what do you call it? When I was doing the air bike, well, I don't think a lot of people use it in the way that I'm also using it, essentially, which is basically you can use it, but I just don't think anyone does it. I think people just use it for HIIT exercises, which is just like kind of grueling. But yeah. Anyways, one of the exercises is that like it has pegs on the right by the arm cranks, essentially, so you can put your feet on those things and not use the pedals. So you're just using your upper body to push these handlebars forward and backwards. And if you just use that by itself, it actually is an incredible amount of, it's a pretty crazy amount of resistance. It's not just like with the wheels. You can generate a lot of torque with your legs. Ooh, what's this? All right, well, shit. Come here, you. No, pick it up. Can we not pick it up? Oh, you can't pick up lizard, glowy lizard. What the fuck? Not cool. Yeah. It's rough. Again, I think everybody's on the same page, and they would seemingly prefer drastically if all of the bosses in your creator factory or your housing complex, whatever you want to call it, everyone seems to be in agreement of saying like, I would much rather this be on like a timer per server. So like every single Tuesday, this resets. Etc. Every single Monday, this resets at this time. Maybe it's 4 a.m. per wherever you are in server. If it's Canada land, North America, then have it on this specific time, which is seemingly the least inconvenient. Or even if it was like in the middle of the day, or like it doesn't matter what time it is, as long as we knew what time it was, then that'd be nicer than basically being on this whenever you killed them last like marker. I hate that so much. The marker of whenever you killed them last is so frustrating. It's like, when was the last time I did it? Tuesday. Also, it's not on an even amount of days, I don't think either. It's like every like if you kill them on Wednesday, I believe the mobs respawn every 3 days and the boss respawns every Thursday. Why not just make it every Thursday and Monday they respawn, or every Thursday and Sunday the enemies respawn, and the boss responds at Thursday. Or we could do boss and just lower the rate of boss killing. I guess that's not good. We don't want to lower the rates, but yeah. I'm not sure if I've asked Lone Syndicate or even Max. Do you guys have any character that you would want right now? Like, what's your favorite character in terms of look in Tower Fantasy? Yeah. Also, it has to be a playable character right now. It can't be like Valkyrie, who looks awesome, but it might be a harder character to get. Also, what does it want me to do? Maybe it wants me to get pine cones. What is that? I didn't mark it, so it's not telling me what it wants from me. Mark it. It wants me to defeat. Oh, we were doing it right. We just need to kill you. Nice. Dark Nucleus. Let's go. Next one, somewhere around here. Maybe? Yeah, there it is. Berserker Hammer. Let's just go to here, and I'll mark it when I'm there. Ooh. Oh, my arms. Oh. Oh. Also, do you think? I don't know. I feel like they might eventually. I don't know if they'll go beyond Constellation 3 for giving you a new character skin. It makes sense. But I feel like they might get to a point where they probably start charging just like a skin for X amount of dollars. At least that'd be kind of nice for people who are like, well, wait, what if I, it's such a clever marketing trick to be like, hey, it's RNG. You can either spend this much money or this much money in order to get that skin you've been wanting. And not too many people can complain because it's optional, you know? That's what people are worried about, and I understand when it comes to... There's a new event coming down the pipeline which has a really cool outfit associated with it. But people are like, oh no, but it's only attained through RNG mechanics, gotcha mechanics, essentially. So people are like, oh no, is it still going to be as expensive as the last one? It's funny because... Again, Tower Fantasy's in this weird place, which is hilarious because I think Genshin couldn't probably get away with it. But because it's so generous with wishes consistently, at least compared to what we're used to, I think it's able to take a little more shitty business practice in that way of like, what if we RNG-ified the skins? And it's funny because skins are optional. I don't hate that outcome because, you know, at baseline, and also I think the base skins are cool enough. Same with the 3-star skins are pretty cool even still. And it's kind of like, well, I guess we kind of already have what we want. I mean, like, not what we want, but we have what we need. So now we can focus on what we want. And yeah, I do hope eventually it'd be really cool if they did that. If they give us the ability, if they do keep saying like, okay, there's another skin for this character, it's even more crazy and ludicrous. Kind of like Genshin making 5-star skins. If they made that 5-star skin, but it had, it was a 6 constellation thing. If they did an event maybe every year where like they gave us one thing that allowed us to break, or to like basically unlock one of our favorite characters' skins, regardless of whatever constellation they were at, that would be kind of cool. I feel like people wouldn't get so pissed off at that. You'd be like, okay, I see what you're doing, but at least I'm still coming out with something, especially for your favorite character. Well, it'll be interesting to see what Tower Fantasy becomes within the year mark. You know, does it become like, you know, exponentially more generous than it already is? Do they start to get success eventually when Genshin starts to slow down its pace of content giving right now? What will it be? Who knows? I don't think I did all my weeklies. Oh, I did apparently. Let's go. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to a nice place and hang out for a hot minute, and then we'll wind down. Well, says Grin, did you see the Genshin anniversary rewards? I have not. Let me hear about it. I thought I saw an email come forward from Paimon on my email. I thought that said something about 1,500 wishes, which I believe is a 10 poll, right? Which is the same thing that they gave us last year when everyone got up in arms and fucking shouted from the rafters. And that was the band-aid on the problem, essentially. At least it felt that way. But yeah, I maybe that's more. Is that what why they're giving us another character, Lone Sig? Is that part of the like anniversary rewards? Because yeah, I didn't see that bit. I mean, maybe that's incredible, and I'm not being fair. Like I don't think I'm even if Genshin didn't give us a lot. Again, it's based on the market value of what people are willing to put up with. But to me, well, now that there's an option, I prefer this one. I prefer this poison basically to that poison. Especially when this poison has so much fun co-op things. I think there'd be a bigger argument for me of like how this game could maybe miss the mark in some ways, but the fact that there's co-op and it's, you know, pretty well off, to me that's such a nice thing. I like playing games with you guys, and I think it's also well built. It's like I haven't felt any really co-op friction, which is quite good. You know, with Genshin sometimes it was like laggy and weird, and some things sometimes you couldn't do things in co-op, and other things you could, and it was very scattered, I guess. We get a total of 20 wishes and a special pet. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. At least it's better than last year. Like, if they would have done the bare minimum of what they did last year, I'd have been kind of like, well, they're like, well, if you tank our whole game score, we're gonna give you this much. But no, it's cool that they made it so no, we're gonna keep going more and more. It'd be crazy if every year they added another 10. That'd be cool. I really hope. Oh man, it'd be such a fucking cool moment if Tower Fantasy was just like, there's an, you know, like when Xbox had that weird like sharing games E3 fiasco. Do you remember that? It reminds me of that one thing where it's like, it's such a big opening for Tower Fantasy to be like, as soon as the year anniversary comes out, they're like, oh, we're gonna give you a whole ass SSR character, whichever one you want, even the new one. Hey, well, you know, everyone's been waiting for this character, even the new one. Go ahead. Just to kind of twist the knife and be like, we're better than you. And not like, again, it was cringy when a PS4 did it or Sony did it, and it's cringy when probably if they do it, they'll do it. But no, it's just funny to me. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where I feel like they might be just petty enough to be like, we can fuck them up in this way. We can get a W with this. Buddy, you're supposed to be asleep, my guy. It's probably so late for you. But he says also, and personally, I don't think Tower Fantasy is gonna beat Genshin. Yeah, I don't know what would you determine to be beat Genshin. I don't think Genshin's gonna die. I don't think that's gonna happen at all. I think to me, it's just one of those things where I think it's whatever you want for an experience wise. I think that, and that's something I think is Tower Fantasy's strength. I don't think Tower Fantasy is directly competing with Genshin that much at all. I think Genshin is very much an RPG game, basically. I think Tower Fantasy is very much an MMO game. The only thing is I find that I get more RPG mechanics. Basically, we're looking at the lump sum of what each game offers. So, like, if Genshin is an RPG, and it offers some co-op features, and some, whatever you want to call it, some like grounded gameplay, I find Tower Fantasy's multiplayer like focus, coupled with its weapon design, coupled with its character, coupled with a seemingly absurdly open world with like mechanics that to me feel more satisfactory in terms of like, it seems like it's a game built for the end game, whereas Genshin seems like it's a game built for the story. I personally, just by preference, enjoy the crossover of that more. I have faith that, like, I feel like story can be sharpened up. Gameplay is trickier to sharpen up because you need to have built-in systems and mechanics for you to greenlight. And yeah, but yeah. Max says, I ain't never getting Shiro for this damn Claudia team. Don't give up. Yeah, man, that's something that absolutely is probably not the case. With how many wishes are in this game, Shiro is like, people should be more worried about not getting the limited banner characters. The high probability that you're going to at least get one copy of Shiro. Like in Genshin, Red can say that like he pushed it to the extreme. But also I think Red came into Genshin, stopped playing a little bit, came back in, etc. With how generous the wishes are in Tower Fantasy, I think it's if as long as you continue to play, I feel like eventually you'll flip that coin enough to where you'll have to yield again. That's if you want to keep going. But I think with that, I think it's a matter of time, because again, just the giving nature to the wishes and etc. I feel like it's been pretty nuts. But yes. Also, I wish you could zoom in more. It's frustrating that you kind of can't. You can get that much. You can zoom in that much. Sure, looking off in the distance, Crow. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Look there. Fucking look at the fine. It's fine. Leave it be. Leave it be. Get moody. There we go. Bodhi says, next time we play, I'm gonna be support to make you guys shine brighter. I'm not sure about that, Bodhi. Bodhi, I'm not sure about that. You're kind of the tip of our spear, honestly. Red says, literally the only reason I log into Genshin. We're getting 20 wishes. Is it going on right now? Lone Syndicate? Should I log in, like, or is this 1.5 or whatever it goes? And 4 fragile. That's for a good 4 fragile resin. I forgot that's another metric that they could, like, Tower Fantasy could dish out, and it'd be pretty huge. In terms of like rewards. Max says, damn, I feel I'm only the only one who's hyped for 3.1 against Genshin, mainly because of no, Max, you're not. It's not the only. It's like you're not the only one at all. For me, I just and I somewhat feel like I'm not alone in this, but I think I was just at a point with Genshin to where, like, it was the only game I was playing, which is not good. So I wasn't able to kind of like take a step back and whatnot. So I just had this deep craving that just kept getting worse and worse and worse over time. And I finally got a game that to me I really find it's given me what I want out of a game. So to me, as much as I still love Genshin. I love the fact that it entertained me for such a long time. It's just there was no hint ever, even now, that it would ever adjust to have permanent content, to flush out the co-op features, anything like that, right? So for me, who always preferred the co-op gameplay and open world aspect of the game, not necessarily the story, even though I know it's beautiful. Yeah, like I can't wait for the day when we go back and we can like spend maybe a week grinding through the entire story up until Genshin, just to have a fun time reacting to it. I think that'd be fun, but yeah. Boldy says they are just very different, and MMO side might just not be for everyone. Yeah, it's true. To me, I don't think it's too. Yeah, to me, I think it's a perfect antidote for what Genshin doesn't do, which maybe will just reinforce to people like, actually, I don't want so much shit to do. I don't want so much endgame shit to do. It's too much. I just want my simplistic, explore the world, get the chest. I'll go hang out with my friends and get coffee instead of playing a game. You know what I mean? That also is people. Max says, also Genshin's been out for longer. Yeah, but also to me, even though Genshin's been out for longer, I find myself just weekly. Like, I'm not even doing the bonus content. I'm just doing the weekly grind. I feel like there's way more stuff to do every day. Again, the way that they've made it so that like every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday or something, there's a new specific thing that like you're getting little checks to then spend in these activities like Fortress Clash and Void Rift. To me, is brilliant. Like it keeps me like hooked. And in Genshin, I oftentimes felt like in the middle of the week, I'm like, I got my dailies and some resin, and it's just like I'm just grinding artifacts. I'm just hoping for the best, hoping for artifacts. That's it, you know. Let me see. It says, "Wow, in 7 more years, we can get a free 5-star Pong." In terms of they just gave you one like a little bit more each time, brutal. Max says, "Oh yeah, I got Samir Awakening Point maxed out, so I have her level 2." Her level 2 trait, yeah, man. I got so many gifts to give to my followers. I think I should just do it with any of them I pick, because yeah, I think you're just losing. Like potentially, they can give you like. Samir once gave me like a cloak, like a legendary cloak invisibility thing, which is only one, but still, it's like not bad, especially if that's a chance-based thing. Red says, "I pull for Kryno if he was waifu instead, female version of Razor, basically. I'm interested in Candace though." Okay, might jump in there. I got C6 Gene before getting 1 Diluc, if that helps you get a good understanding of how wish system in Genshin is. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, that's also true. But you guys also might just be in a whole way of it. A whole way of it. Let's see, it says, "We are getting some new permanent content, though. I may not be for everyone." Oh, what is it? What is the permanent content in Genshin? Awesome. Max says, "Go back. Sorry, got enough black gold for a Samir star too." Oh, nice. Red says, "Grind artifacts for nothing, though. Just because I don't count the abyss is not significant." Yeah. Oh my god, my legs. Also, the fact that I don't know. Yeah. I guess there is a point where I can eventually, if we get good enough armor and stuff like that, and matrices, etc. Matrices are very limited. It seems like well, also not really. Actually, now that I say that, I understand why they're so rare. It's because when you do have a full set of matrices stuff, you're good. You can't get, there's no random stat that can get better, but your armor can, which is why also it makes sense that Frontier Clash is the constant. Also makes sense that Void Rift is also the thing, because that's how you get matrices as well. But yeah. Honestly, I think I've only gotten matrices for doing world bosses. So, yeah. Matrice grind is rough. But ladies and gentlemen, I could talk to you forever, but I have to go exercise and do shoulders, even though I'm begrudgingly not wanting to do it. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Tomorrow, I don't know what we'll do. I think we might do more Tower Fantasy, to be honest. I kind of just enjoying the vibe of this thing that I'm used to doing. As much as I do like Cult of the Lamb, we might do it. I might change it up on you, but I think it'll probably just be some more. Oh wait, no, I said it'd be Tower Fantasy because we're gonna be wishing at the beginning of that stream. That way, there's some hook to that that stream. Otherwise, I could just be like, we're doing Frontier Clash again, which I love, but it's not very interesting and different to click. Although we probably should start introducing challenges eventually in these streams, like, can you beat XY joint operation with a level 1 weapon? You know, see if we can make it happen. Whatever thing we can come up with. But alas, thank you kindly for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. There is a video over in Brothers Grin, which is basically just a quickie video, goofy fun, meme, etc. Also kind of a guide. Kind of probably should pick one or the other because I don't know if they translate perfectly. But yeah, it's about the new boss. But alas, thank you guys so much for your time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, or day, or morning, whatever it is for you. Also, if you're watching in past broadcasts, it's been a while since I've said this. Hi, and thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I do see it. It's weird, but yes. Hope I can see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be same time streaming, etc. We're doing some wishes. I'm going to need you to come and show up to give me some of that luck. Although, what the heck is that? Oh my god, what's going on? Crow? Anyways, goodbye. The crow is freaking out. Goodbye. Demons. Anyways.